Welcome to an episode of What's Good Africa that will surely leave you feeling good.
And when he says feel good, I mean Dennis Karuri's infectious self-confidence. He's here, by the way, to blend the rules.
And I'm going to be catching up with a crew who are crazy about fashion with an even cooler way of showcasing it. Urban Pitchaz on the show. Let's go. Urban Pitchaz consists of 4 contemporary artists who major in fashion photography and fashion film. As I go disappear into the bushes. Here I go.
This.
I have.
You good?
Thank you very much. I like. I am ready to be the muse for the day.
Yeah, we'll just have you in the middle of the bales of hay.
Okay.
And then just play around with the set.
It's super amazing how you're able to capture a part of history. Like the way the photos come out, it shows it's got this authenticity of like back in the 70s, 80s, but still, it's so well chopped, so well done that it's so modern.
We are aiming at capturing the specific time we are living in, the culture we are living in at this particular time. That might be history 10 years or 20 years from now. People will look at the images and say, 20 years ago, youths used to look like this, style like this. Yeah,
exactly.
These were the lifestyle. Yeah.
Like, I'm looking at the way you capture a lot of retro vibes, right, in the photos, and they come out really, really well. But because you make them, you also apply the 21st century, the very modern way of making sure that the final picture is very awesome.
Yeah,
and
true, yeah.
so you also kind of throw in current elements into it. So now when we look at that and the concept of how fashion dictates a certain mindset, where's your mindset at? Because you're like fusing all those together.
Our major inspiration are the streets of Nairobi. Small things like graffiti on the matatus, the makanga, how they dress. Yeah, just around that culture, and then using that inspiration to create something unique and something timeless.
Something timeless. Yeah. Are you always giving, like, whenever you take a look at a scene, are you always trying to see the potential of how to bring it out through photo, through film?
That's also a thing. Like, we love nature, we love the environment, we love trees, we love grass, we love landscapes. Yeah, we love landscapes. Most Nairobians are not familiar with because they grew up in the city. They used up to the cityscapes. They're not used to more.
I am one of those.
That's cool too. And nature is also part of our art. So we get also most of our inspiration from nature.
When I take a look at your works, I tell myself, but you guys are really young, right? Are you a consumer of like old works?
In the crew, we consume art a lot. Every day.
Retro or just all of it in general?
Retro, modern, and Afrofuturistic, we'll say.
And it all basically informs like how you come out with your final product.
Yeah, and something unique, yeah. Yeah.
Wicked. I like it. I am ready to take the photos.
Easy.
Over there?
Over there, yeah.
How do?
Yeah, I know.
Dope.
Yeah, they look dope. Goldie here. Yeah, nice. So Nick and Bill.
You had said that you'd make me look like the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. I feel like I should be on that show right now. It just blends in. And then get that yellow up in there, mix it up with a little bit of blue. You're definitely styling that's what you're about, that's your thing. It's very different from most people. What informs your style?
Mostly I love to play around with colors. That's the most important thing.
Clearly.
Coordination of colors is just my thing.
You're on a quest to try and get more people to embrace this kind of styling.
Yes, of course, it's already happening. The culture is on the move. Styling is on the move right now in the country. There's a lot going on.
But they're not doing what you're doing.
Of course, hey, come on. Most importantly, you could stay original.
And how do you manage to like do that? I mean, because each look is so good.
Yeah, we're all about fashion. So if I'm putting fashion out there, whatever I did last, I can't do next.
You have to do something better.
That's right.
So what do you tap into to get that better?
It's a lot of research on cultures and just colors, fabrics, textures.
Are there modern styles that you're drawn to?
A lot, none in particular, so much. Nairobi influences me a lot, especially in terms of storytelling. We're always documenting our cultures. Whatever we do is documenting our cultures. We owe it to our people, bro. Yeah.
Exactly, and that's how you keep that history. That's how you keep it going, and that's how you inspire other people as well.
For sure.
It's Urban Pitchaz, not I was
see,
having a
picture ya picha ni picha ya pitching.
pitching.
They're pitching ideas.
Ah, yeah.
Urban Pitchaz. There's
So
a T somewhere.
we had this long argument. You guys was like, it's Pitchaz, you know, like Pitchaz. I'm taking a
But then
picture.
the
you
whole
guys-
point, it's meant to sound that way.
Yeah,
Picture.
but then the other guys were like, no, it's Pitchaz, because you know, Pitchaz.
Pitchaz.
Pitchaz. How did all of you just like gravitate towards each other?
Me, Jordan, and Edwin Photoman, we met in KU. But then we met early through Edwin.
This is a wild guess, but you guys were not studying fashion, yeah?
No.
How it happened that we became a collective is we did a project. Our very first project. Now,
This is in school.
No, after school.
Oh, now, okay.
Yeah, after school. It was just a random shoot. We weren't even to make the game.
Yeah, so Ali ulikam in aje? Like,
Me, I came in when so I met them because I'm still in school. They had finished school and they wanted to do a fashion group. So when I contacted Photoman, I told him, you know, I have this idea that we should find people and just get involved in fashion and film. So Photoman, he told me that there are these guys who want to meet you up and we can do it.
Sure.
Then we met up and we did our first project, which was called Wani. Yeah, that was our first project.
I guess you're photoman because you're the one who always command the shot. You're able to see exactly how these guys are going to look in the photo. And you guys have no objections. You trust his vision 100%.
Days.
I think it's been like a year and a half. The trust has grown each and every time we have a project around. Yeah, it's been an amazing time.
What's the process of, okay, we're going to take this idea from you, this one from you, yours sucks, sorry. How do you get to that, putting them all together to come up with a coherent idea?
Usually, one of us ana come up na concept, whatever inspiration amekuwa nayo. Inaweza kuwa inspiration could be as simple as an outfit, or a location, or just a concept itself. Yeah,
And then now
and then
everyone else-
develop amongst us. Yeah.
And the best idea always, all of you just click, you know. When you just say something that fits all of us, we just click and say, hey, we can do that one.
So nothing is ever forced.
Nothing
You
is
never say,
forced.
let's
Smooth.
just. Do you ever plan out like, okay, in the next 6 months we want to do this kind of shoot, this kind of film with this intention?
Everything is intentional, even from the outfits, the set design. Yeah, you can see it today.
Paul
Everything
was
is
very
intentional.
intentional here today.
Yeah.
Given the colors, like what I've got on right now, this can be very distracting, right? How do you guys make sure that balance is there? It looks good, but also the message is being passed.
You know, if we have like a mood board, like we're going to do this today, we're going to shoot this, we just look for colors that fit the mood board. Like if we're saying like we're going to play like Guara Guara, that was our last project. We have the colors that fit Guara Guara. Yeah, if we're going to do something about like looking gangster-ish, we have the colors to fit it, because you know, that's how it is. Every mood board has a color for it.
That's what's up, man. Being intentional about your That's what it's about. You are dope too, Paul.
The
Nice
fifth
work.
member of Urban Pitchaz.
Keeping it fresh.
All day.
There's nothing better than a shared passion. And for Urban Pitchaz, fashion, film, and photography doesn't just make them friends, it makes them a force. Right?
Dennis Karuri is a makeup artist and model. His love for the craft sets him apart as one of the top makeup artists in the country.
Karibu Ke3.
Thank you.
Unakaa fiti.
Yeah, Sante. I had to, because I was coming to see you, my dear.
You had to make sure unakaa fiti.
I had to come correct because you are fabulous, and I am so like not going to appear in your presence without looking like I woke up like
Honey,
this.
You're in the present, my darling. So I want to do a quick one on you.
Yes.
Are you ready for that?
I am ready, honey. I want you
Yeah.
to transform me. And you know what I'm thinking?
Yeah.
I'm thinking of a villain, sexy fly look.
Ooh.
Yes.
So something sexy that goes with the outfit.
Yes, honey, and the
Villain
attitude
vibes.
and the hin on my leg.
Oh, sorry. Sawa.
I
Let's
told you
do
I
this.
correct. Yes.
Sawa, sawa. Close your eyes. Yeah. So this is called moisturizing. I have to keep your face feeling moisturized, okay? Yeah, yeah.
I took care of my skin for just the week for you.
For real?
So that you don't come here and judge me like, no, you sura you de mata pakangi mafuta sijui afanyangi
Mimi ukatu
nini.
kujajua tu.
Hapana. Lakini ni intimidation. Wewe sura yako inakanga tu
Ni
24/7.
standards nimeset.
Kabisa. But dude, yeah, I'm so curious
Yeah.
why you decided to curate your page like that way. Like your story,
Yeah.
genuineness, it's hilarious.
Yeah.
The funny games you play.
Yeah.
And then also you highlight other people's stories.
Yes.
Like you get, it's not just you.
It's
like
not just my story.
It's, you have fun on there. It's like you can see
Yeah.
different parts of you
Yeah.
on your page, which is surprising.
Yeah.
Because you know the assumption
Yeah.
of, you know, like your personality, someone can be like, hey, dude could be shallow.
I know.
But then dude
I
starts
know.
speaking, you're like, hey, this dude is not shallow. Like we live like praise the Lord. Like you have even some hallelujah moments.
I know, like,
when-
amen.
Yes,
Like
but-
even high five, you know?
Yes, yes, God, you
Yes,
know.
exactly.
Yeah, so why did you decide to curate your page that way?
So, I told you when I decided to, you know, just honor who I am and, you know, be myself unapologetically, that came with a task. I felt a task.
Okay.
I felt like I have a task.
Right.
And the task was to inspire. Let me tell you one thing, huh?
Yes.
You know, when my mom passed on, I was like, hey, so what am I living for right now?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
What am I living for?
I
What,
see.
you know? So, I had so many questions and I needed fulfillment at the time. I needed answers. I needed to, you know, to be in line, you know? Yeah, with what's happening, because I had so many questions. And in my head, I was like, if things are happening the way they are happening, then it must be for a reason.
Yes.
It must be for a reason.
Always,
Yeah,
yeah.
it must be for a reason, because I don't think this is just happening because it's supposed to happen that way. Okay, so the reason was to actually find out what I'm meant to be doing in this life, and I decided.
Got you.
So many people go through stuff. I went online and I read through stories za watu, and I realized people go through so much, and it's just within their own circle, you know. But then when you talk about what you went through, mtu mwingine anaweza kuwa like, oh my God, I can relate. You know, even people call me and but you know, I just lost my mom. Can you just talk to me, help me feel better? And I just give them just a few words. Na narudi sawa.
All right, I
Yeah.
love that. You said you picked this up, you were taught this by a friend or someone you met, something like that.
Yeah.
And then you picked up...
Yes, makeup.
Yes.
Makeup, I had, this is the tea in your chai. Okay.
Niambie chai basi.
So, I didn't think I could be a makeup artist at all. Then when my mom passed on, I joined modeling. Then when makeup was done first on me, when makeup was first done on me, that's when a feeling just came to me. I was like, oh my God, how do I look? I look so good, and I was, you know, I was so happy, I was so satisfied. I was just like, wow, what's this? So that's when the interest started coming in visually. But as a kid, I was, you know, applying my mom's stuff, blah, 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 here and there.
So it was always in you?
Yeah, it
it's
was.
Like totally not new?
Yes, it was.
Amazing.
Since the beginning.
Mtu anaweza shangaa. Yaani wewe ni paradox, by the way. You're like, you can be deep, you're sassy, you're in people's faces, and then your stories are like genuine, it's ridiculous. And then you're just like, listen, this is my page, I don't care if you like it, you either like it or not. And then you say things which can be cringe-worthy, but you cringe, but then you're like, but it's Dennis.
Yeah.
You see, you're in an industry where like we have, you know, amazing people who also do what you do. They do makeup and they model and do all these things.
Exactly.
But what makes you always say Dennis Karuri will stay on top? He is untouchable.
He is untouchable. It's because when I say that I'm going to be on top, it means that I'm going to be on top. Yeah. But you see, people don't realize that what you say actually happens.
It's true.
Yeah.
You're as a man thinketh, so is he, and
Yes,
your words.
as a man thinketh, so he is. So your thoughts become what comes out of your mouth. Okay?
Yeah.
So once you practice thinking about things that you want to happen to you, then that's how you become that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's really interesting. Like I said, you're like, you've shown so many sides of yourself that someone who like, would aspire to this would be like, I don't have to be one thing. Like I can be so many things.
Yes.
And I think that's dope. Speaking of projects,
Yeah.
like your bags are fire.
Thank you. So that's the latest project nimekuwa nayo.
Yeah, I'm here.
And it's been my very first ever collaboration with a brand. Okay. So Denry Africa is a brand ya bags. We came together and we came up with beauty curated bags. So these bags are meant for beauty, like beauty stuff. So if you have a lot of beauty stuff, like your own stuff, you can put them in a bigger bag.
Yes.
If you have the like smaller stuff, like on the smaller bag. Also, it's meant for makeup artists, hairstylists, anyone in the industry, anyone who wants to look fabulous. Because honey, period.
I know, it's complicated.
I'll show them to you once we are done.
All right,
Yeah.
I can't wait to see them.
Yeah.
But they're doing great, right?
Yes, they are. We just launched like a few weeks ago, and the first batch imesell out. Imagine. Let me know if you guys like this look. Utaniambia hapo.
All right.
Okay.
Oh my.
Yes, Harry. I love it.
On period.
On period.
You know, come to play.
Yeah. Now, what you need, honey,
Yes.
is a bag to complete it all, my darling.
Dude, let's just agree. Let me agree.
Yeah.
And first of all, tell you thank you.
Thank you too.
I have seen and experienced the confidence firsthand.
Yeah.
And the look by makeup by Dennis.
You know?
Yes.
Honey, I'm looking at you right now. I'm like, yes, you
Yeah.
look the part.
Yes.
Ungekuja
umekubali.
kwangu ukikaa hivi ningekuwa intimidated like.
Lakini
you can-
wewe umetengeneza hiyo.
You know? Wow, you look so nice.
Thank you, my dear, and thank you so much for being you, for
You're
your
welcome.
glam, for your sass, for your realness.
Thank you so much.
So, Dennis, tukupate wapi? Social media and all that.
Yeah, so hapa pali tuko Mirage Towers, Tower 1, 3rd floor. You book by appointment.
Only.
Only.
On period.
On period. But tunajua lazima kila mtu tunampea special treatment yake. Alafu social media, Dennis Karuri on Instagram, _Dennis with a double N, Dennis Karuri, across all platforms as well, Dennis Karuri. If you're on Facebook, search for Makeup by Dennis. We can link up for my classes. By the way, I usually have classes, and very soon, you never know, there's a big project coming concerning the classes. So see you guys around. I need to educate these people on how to look like this effortlessly.
Yes.
Effortlessly, like effortlessly. Okay. Sawa sawa. So
Kabisa.
tuonane.
Thank you, my dear.
See you
Bless so
around.
much. I love it. When it comes to Dennis, you cannot put him in a box. And when you meet him, he wants you to know that confidence is vital. You need to wear it and walk it out. It's great having Officer Paul Mwai wrap up the show with us.
Yes, I mean, look at him looking all glamorous.
Yes, he is super glamorous. And speaking of glam, Dennis did a fabulous beat on my face. And that's on period.
And shout out to Urban Pitchaz for reminding us that style is unique and the best way to rock yours is by owning it.
Yes, and thank you so much for watching What's Good Africa Kenya Edition 3.
Catch us next week, same time, same place.